Hello and welcome to all the students of Europe Hotel School. I'm an expert in modern hospitality operations, and I've spent my career using technology to solve some of the industry's toughest puzzles. Today, we are diving into one of the most complex, high-stakes projects you will ever lead, guiding a housekeeping department through a hotel pre-opening. Together, we're going to build the ultimate blueprint for success, step by step. So let's kick things off with a powerful idea that's going to anchor everything we talk about today. I want you to think of this pre-opening phase just like building a massive ship in a dry dock. This isn't just about ticking boxes on a checklist. No, this is about precision engineering. Every single decision, every piece of equipment, it all has to be sequenced perfectly. One mistake, just one, and the entire launch could be in jeopardy. The stakes are just incredibly high. And as the leader, you're the chief architect of it all. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to lay out the overall pre-opening blueprint. Then we'll get into the details of 3 critical phases: planning and procurement, then staffing and training, and finally, the final countdown. And to wrap it all up, we'll look at the modern leader's AI toolkit, the tech that helps you turn all that potential chaos into perfectly controlled execution. Let's get right into it. Okay, let me be clear about this. Your pre-opening timeline is the single most important document you will manage. Period. It's not just a list of dates. Think of it as your strategic map, your Bible for the project. It directly determines whether your hotel's opening day is a success or a failure. And remember, every other department, from engineering to the front office, they are all counting on you and your team to hit every single milestone.
So from a 30,000-foot view, this is what that journey looks like. The whole process kicks off a full year out, that's T-minus 12 months, with planning and procurement. Then, at the 6-month mark, we start the most crucial phase, building the team. And in those final 2 months, it is an all-out sprint to get every physical system and every piece of software working together before you open the doors. This is the big picture, and now we're going to break it down.
Let's dive into our first critical phase, planning and procurement. This starts a whole year before opening day, way before the first uniform is even designed. The foundational decisions you make right here, right now, are going to shape how that hotel operates for years to come. No pressure, right? In this phase, you're really wearing 2 hats. You're part analyst and you're part strategist. You'll start by poring over architectural blueprints, literally counting every single thing you'll need, from pillows to cleaning trolleys. That data feeds directly into your budget. From there, you're out selecting your key partners, laundry services, chemical suppliers, and then you'll put on your architect hat to design the human structure of your department, finalizing that all-important organization chart. And here's a word of warning. Foresight is everything. A great leader sees the entire supply chain in their head. I mean, look at this slide. A simple, common mistake like underestimating how long it takes to get custom linens delivered, that can create a devastating domino effect. It delays room setup, which then delays the final cleaning, which pushes back the opening date. It's a classic, totally avoidable pre-opening nightmare. Okay, so we've shifted from blueprints and budgets to people. This is phase 2. This is where you build the heart and soul of the hotel, the team that's actually going to deliver that amazing guest experience day in and day out. Now, this chart really puts your task into perspective. Housekeeping is almost always the largest department in any hotel. We're talking up to 40, sometimes even 50% of the entire staff. That means your recruitment effort is just massive. It requires military-grade planning to pull it off. The process here has to be methodical. You start by hiring your leadership team, your assistant managers, your supervisors. They are your lieutenants. Together, you'll design a hyper-practical, hands-on training program. Then comes the massive recruitment drive. And after that, it's intense training, where every single person is certified as competent before they ever step foot in a guest room. And now, we're in the final, high-pressure phase, the countdown to go live. This is the home stretch. Everything you've been planning and building for the last 10 months has to come together perfectly. The energy is high, and let me tell you, the margin for error is basically 0. The milestones here are super physical and technical. I mean, you've got truckloads of supplies arriving that all need to be inventoried. You're building complete, perfect mock-up rooms for the final sign-off from corporate. You are stress testing all the tech, making sure your team's devices are talking seamlessly to the front desk system. And then, the grand finale, a meticulous top-to-bottom deep clean of the entire property. I really want to pause on this one step, the room mock-up. This is it. This is the moment of truth. You fully build out one guest room, clean it to perfection, and present it to senior management. This is where all those standards on paper become a physical reality. It's when you get the final green light to replicate that exact standard across hundreds of rooms. So you're probably wondering, how can one person possibly manage this level of complexity? Well, the answer is to move beyond old school tools like spreadsheets and embrace the kind of technology that modern project managers use to build everything from software to skyscrapers. This is the fundamental question you have to answer for yourself. With hundreds, maybe even thousands of interconnected tasks, how do you make sure that one tiny delay doesn't cause a catastrophic failure across the whole project? The traditional spreadsheet, it just can't keep up. It will break. This slide just makes the difference so clear. A spreadsheet is static, it's manual. An AI-powered tool like Asana or Jira, it's dynamic and automated. These tools move you away from just reacting to problems and toward predicting them before they even happen. They break down those information silos and thrive on the exact complexity that causes spreadsheets to fail. So the secret sauce here is something called dependency mapping. It's basically the ability to digitally link tasks together. For example, the task receive linens is linked to train staff on bed making. If that linen delivery gets delayed, the system automatically pushes back the training date and sends you an alert about the conflict. It's proactive, it's intelligent, and honestly, it's a lifesaver. And putting a system like this into practice is a clear 5-step process. 1. Break the entire project down into the smallest possible tasks. 2. Assign one single owner to each task. No confusion, total accountability. 3. Link all those dependencies we just talked about. 4. Set realistic deadlines, working backwards from your opening day. And 5, and this is the most important part, you have to enforce a culture of daily updates. The system is only as smart as the information you give it. So there you have it. We've gone through the blueprint, the phases, and the modern tools. We've seen how to architect and build this magnificent vessel, taking it from a concrete shell to a living, breathing hotel. The process is complete. And now the only question that remains is this. The ship is built. Are you ready to lead the launch?